Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good day I bid to all of the potential and dedicated educators out there. I am Haji Aishah Binti Haji Othman from Pusat Tingkatan 6 Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Keladi, Kulim, Kedah, Darul Aman. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to do my humble sharing about my classroom-based action research entitled Gamification for English Second Language Classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, let me proceed with the presentation. For the introduction, I would like to do a simple reflection on current scenario. If you can see, some of my students indicate that I have a lack interest of academic reading materials. Those articles are difficult to understand. That is from student 1. From student 2, it is kind of challenging to remember a lot of sophisticated vocabulary while I'm writing my essay. From my point of view, I always ponder within myself how should I improve or help my students to improve their vocabulary and writing skill. So, based on teaching and learning reflection, I can conclude that students will lack of interest in reading. Students have difficulties in remembering new words and writing essay. Teacher needs to conduct interesting classroom session. Ladies and gentlemen, the research focus or issues faced is number one, students need to experience and learn the process or progress in learning new vocabulary and writing skills through the intervention of gamification, which is Easy Vocabulary Kit. And why Easy Vocabulary Kit? Because from the prospect of teacher to record the process of teaching vocabulary and writing skills through gamification, and number three, professional development progressed. For teaching and learning, this research focus is to practice gamification, which is easy vocabulary kit in teaching and learning, new vocabulary and writing skill to exercise fun, creative, and innovative teaching and learning. If you can see, on my right, the students are playing the games. Ladies and gentlemen, so what are the research objectives? Number one, to explore the process and progress of using gamification in learning new vocabulary. Number two, to investigate the role of gamification in reinforcing students' confidence, which are ideas and thoughts. And last but not least, to examine how gamification enhance teaching and learning process. So, what are the research questions? Let us look at the research question one by one. Number one, how gamification contribute to students' acquisition of new vocabulary. Number two, how gamification assists students to gain more confidence in expressing their ideas or thoughts. And lastly, how the implementation of gamification improve students' writing skills. So these are the research objectives together with the research question. Ladies and gentlemen, how did I carry out the research? Based on my research methodology, I would like to share the experience of using McNeve and Whitehead Action Research Model. I did this research in 3 cycles. If we look at the diagram below, we can see phase 1 is to observe and reflect the teaching and learning reflection. Phase number 2 will relate to the action or intervention. And in this case, my intervention is gamification, which is easy vocabulary tower game. Phase 3 will involve the evaluation, which are based on document analysis, which are the student exercises, students' work. Number 2, unstructured interview. And number 3, classroom observation to see their behavior and their response to this game. And on my right, are the number of students or research participants, which are 7 students. These are my Form 6 students, 5 female and 2 female. So how did I collect the data and do the analysis? It based on the students' worksheet, essay practice, and specific assessment criteria for this research. Number 2, I did carry out unstructured interview session by asking the questions to the student and to see how far they have positive progress to the game that they're playing to improve their writing and vocabulary skill. And the last one is classroom observation, reflection, and video analysis. And these are the sample of the exercises carried out in the classroom. Ladies and gentlemen, so what is my intervention? Based on the three cycles, I did the main intervention, which is easy vocabulary tower kit, and three cycles which involve the exercises. If you can see my first cycle, worksheet 1, the students will write the word they get from the game, and then they will find the meaning from the online dictionary. Cycle 2 will involve exercise 1, whereby they will write the words and the definition as what the teacher gives them. They should remember and try to understand the words that they have learned. And in cycle 3, there will be one essay practice for the student to use all the words that they have practice and they have learned from the vocabulary game. So if you want to see how the students play the game, I already include this in my video here, and I also provide the link for YouTube channel to see in detail. So as you know, for the action research, it is better to have more than one cycle, and this action research has three cycles. Ladies and gentlemen, from the research findings, it shows that students has positive respond to this gamification so that they learn in a meaningful and fun way. So relate to the research question 1, how did they learn new words and new definition, and they know the types of the new words. So based on cycle 1, cycle 2, and cycle 3, students practice the words that they have learned and they try to remember the words as much as they can. And number 2, based on the student reflection, it shows that this activity is fun and engaging. Based on research question number 2, students and teacher have a positive response by using the digital dictionary. And the last one, research question 3, based on teacher's reflection, it can help me to gain new experience, new method, and have fun or enjoyable and meaningful learning session with my students. And last but not least, it involves professional development, and this give positive effects to the teaching and learning process. Ladies and gentlemen, let us go to the summary or discussion. It shows that the findings are parallel with the objectives. Gamification is fun and engaging. It improves teacher learning and teaching experience, and the students has positive effect whereby they say they have fun with their friends and they love the game. Ladies and gentlemen, for future research, I would like to try traditional board games because we do not only want students to involve in digital tools only. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, and this is the link for my social media. And if you want to know further information, don't forget to find me on the net. Wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.